1, 2, 3. I'll buy that. Sorry, that's not for sale. What do you mean? We just started. Well, 90% of the properties are already owned by landlords or BlackRock. What?
The British Empire has officially fallen.
What the flipping heck is going on in the UK? Don't mind the slick back hair. We need a full factory reset.
Give me one benefit of living in the UK. There's absolutely none. I wouldn't be surprised in 2 years if they start charging people for oxygen tax.
Because I went shopping the other day and I went to get myself a little bit of fucking olive oil, you know? Basic size, £11. Are you taking the bastard piss?
Now I've just booked my haircut for next week and it costs £36 just for a haircut.
Price increases are becoming beyond a joke. These used to be £1.69.
I'm 33 and I have £0.
Just flipping surviving. I'm sick of just surviving. I'm here to live. I want to live. I don't want to survive.
You literally go to work every single day, slave away to get paid, to pay for all your bills.
What the hell are we supposed to do?
So I have a personal fucking grudge to bear against these corporations which ruin businesses, ruin people's mental health.
God bless Great Britain and the recession we're currently in.
Welcome back to Broken Britain, the only place where we talk about the real UK, not the shiny version politicians pretend exists. Because today's topic is the raw truth most people in power refuse to admit. People in Britain aren't struggling. They're barely surviving. The cost of living crisis hasn't eased. It hasn't stabilised. It has transformed into a daily fight to keep the lights on, keep food on the table, and keep your head above water. Families are drowning in bills. Workers are exhausted. And nearly every household is living one unexpected expense away from total chaos. Meanwhile, the elite sit comfortably on the top deck, sipping lattes and calling this a temporary inconvenience. Let's stop pretending this is normal. It's not. So hit that subscribe button, because today on Brit Rants we're asking the real question. If things are improving, why does surviving in Britain feel harder than ever before?
1, 2, 3. I'll buy that. Sorry, that's not for sale. What do you mean? We just started. Well, 90% of the properties are already owned by landlords or BlackRock. What? You can buy this dump in the middle of nowhere if you land on it. Well, how much is that? £1 million. What? Okay, community chest. You attended a protest. Go directly to jail. Chance. You turned one radiator on for 3 minutes. You owe the electricity company £1,000. Your nan died after having to wait 23 hours in A&E. You have received some inheritance. Then the government raided it and now there's nothing left. Has anyone actually made any money in this game? Yeah, people have made loads of money. The bank, the water company, and the electricity company.
What the flipping heck is going on in the UK? Don't mind the slick back hair. We need a full factory reset. I'm all for defending it, but it feels like it's a little bit indefensible at the moment. It's like no good news UK. It's like every day, how could it possibly get any worse? And it just continues to roll on and continue getting worse. Have you got any good news? Have you got any good news? Personal good news? Anything. Drop it in the comments. I think we all need a little bit of uplifting because take deep breaths, but flipping heck, what is going on?
Give me one benefit of living in the UK. There's absolutely none. I wouldn't be surprised in 2 years if they start charging people for oxygen tax. Like every breath you take, you get taxed on. And there'll be like your British ID card to like verify you're paying your taxes. Like it's fucked up. Like my brother has his own business there and he gets fucked around 50% every single year for his taxes, something around that. So he's working 6 months for free. Imagine waking up every single day for 6 months and all your money is going to the government. That is fucked. I don't care. I don't know how people are still living there. You might as well just move. Go back to your home country. I'm in Libya right now. It's the best life out here.
As much as I love living in the city, last month I went home back up north and I paid £9 for a haircut. Yep, £9, and it was only cash they accepted. Whereas now I've just booked my haircut for next week and it costs £36 just for a haircut. Nothing else. How is it £9 back home, but here it's like quadruple, more than that. Quadruple. So yeah, so it makes sense of that.
Where's the fucking crackheads at that come around at Christmas time with their lumps of meat asking to sell you stuff? Like, do you want to buy this off me, you know? Where are you? Because I went shopping the other day and I went to get myself a little bit of fucking olive oil, you know? Basic size, £11. Are you taking the bastard piss? £11 fucking pound. The big one was 16 quid. 16 quid just for something to cook your food in. You're not even fucking eating yet. 16 fucking quid. Mate, that's a couple of bottles of wine. And I feel like I need that after looking at the price more than what I need to fucking olive oil. Where you at, crackheads? Come knock on my door. Do you want a lump of meat or two, babes? I will give you my whole shopping list. Meet you around the fucking corner. You do your thing. I will give you VAT and interest on top. Because I guarantee it's still saving me some money, ain't it? You want to chuck a telly in? I'll take it. You want to put some kids' toys and some other shit in? Give it to me. We all need a fix. We all need to live life, you know? You need your fix to keep you going. I need some cheap shit because this country's taking the fucking piss out of us and they're trying to sell olive oil for 16 bastard pound. You used to be able to do a shop for that. Not a shop, but a couple of dinners, do you know what I mean? Now you've just got a fucking, that's your starting point. That's just where you're cooking your shit in. Come out the woodwork, crackheads. Christmas is pending and we need your help. Let's work as a team, you know?
The British Empire has officially fallen. I've come to a sad realisation today, and it was simply by being in a cafe out in Southeast Asia. The fact that we can leave the room and leave your laptop and all of your valuable belongings on a table for 10-15 minutes, come back and it's still there, is a perfect analogy of what you cannot do in London or anywhere else, unless it's a very local town. You just can't do that with any of your belongings. And safety as a whole, walking down the street at night, I feel safe out here, but I don't back home. Out of all of the countries I've been to this year, I actually feel the most unsafe when I go through London and I'm on the tube. I'm watching my bags, I'm watching all of my stuff, I'm aware of the people around me. Did people have these issues 50, 60 years ago back in Great Britain? Walking alone at night, I'm checking corners, I'm looking at people with hoods up. It's sketchy. By all means, I haven't fully given up on the UK. There's still some patriotism buried deep down. It's just tough to get behind at the moment. Let me know your thoughts.
Another McDonald's rant. What the hell are they calling that? A big tasty? Same size as a quarter pounder? What's big tasty about that? When I seen the double, I thought, oh God, that's going to be well too much. It's like a double cheeseburger. That's ridiculous and still paying full price and all.
So I just called eSure to renew my car insurance, and after being on hold for 55 minutes, the woman reads off her screen and takes my details. Now, bear in mind that my insurance for the previous year was a mind-boggling £1,400 anyway. She then proceeds to tell me how my renewal price is £2,800. I tell her that it must be a mistake as nothing has changed and I actually have an extra year of no claims bonus. As you know, sir, insurance prices have gone up over the past year. I was like, what, by 100%? And she went, yes. Like it's normal. Now, I'm well aware she's only doing her job and likely just reading off of a screen. Obviously, I told her politely to take a long walk off of a short pier with her fucking quote and cancel it immediately. So I got myself online and to look for quotes and spent another fucking hour of my time filling in the same fucking forms. And I got the same fucking answers. The second cheapest quote was around £2,800 and the quotes following were about the same. But the cheapest quote on one particular comparison website was £1,700. When I delved into it, you'll never guess who the insurer was. eSure. Now, I'm aware there are probably commercial agreements between this comparison company and eSure based on volumes. But that doesn't give them the right to waste my fucking time. Now, I'm fucked off because of the psychological fuckery at play. After seeing my quote had doubled and then being able to find an alternative quote for £1,000 cheaper, I was happy. And then it occurred to me, why the fuck should I be happy when my price has actually gone up by £300 a year and I've got another year's no claims bonus under my belt? It's the psychological games that these companies play to make you think you've got a bargain. Compound that with the fact you've just wasted 2 hours trying to get a decent quote. They know you can't be asked to fill in another form or wait on the phone for another hour before someone fucking answers. So you just accept the cheapest quote you can find. Now, you might think I'm overthinking this, but here's a little fact for you. Some insurance companies have a system on their online forms that assesses the way that you type. and any mistakes that you might make. From this system, they're able to predict your mental capacity and alertness based on the way you fucking type words. If you don't believe me, just go into Google and have a look. Anyway, house prices, insurance, food, water, energy, fuel, all of these things that we need to survive in society are obviously controlled by huge corporations. And what's happened to these prices over the last few years? The prices have gone up astronomically. Something is afoot. And it isn't my dick. I'm someone who lost a fucking business due to energy price increases. The cost went up 700% in a year, basically, from an already ridiculous 250 grand a year to just under 2 million quid, which didn't just put a nail in the coffin, it threw the coffin off of a cliff into a sea of fucking fire. So I have a personal fucking grudge to bear against these corporations, which ruin businesses, ruin people's mental health, which in turn has a direct effect on people's relationships with family, friends, and the way you view the world, leading to a downward spiral, all caused by unjustified extra expense. It's all good though, at least we got the NHS to rely on for mental health support. Now, I'm going to delve into this more in my coming videos, including my experience with them spleens at HMRC. See you soon.
I'm single, live alone, and have received a £100 water bill. I've got so much going for me, I know. I thought to myself, this can't be right. I live alone. I shower at the gym. I don't really use the water that much. So I went outside, lifted the grate, took a picture of the meter reading, went online, updated my reading, and thank God there was something wrong. They've now charged me £115 instead of £102. God bless Great Britain and the recession we're currently in.
You know what's really annoys me, okay, is how you go to the supermarket and can't even tell what freaking price half the things are anymore now. Like club card this, club card that, club card great value. Like, how much is it? How much is it hand? Okay? Because we can't see, because you've got flipping club card everywhere and I can't get my head around it. And if I can't get my head around it, then God knows what it's like for some people, elderly people, special needs, anything like that. It's really goddamn confusing. And to be quite frank with you, I've spoken to someone about this before because, you know, I like to have a little rant in my head, just to chat to all my clients and I'll be moaning about something. And I've actually been told that it's actually false advertisement and it shouldn't be allowed. And I actually think we should all club together and take them to court and sue them for it. Anyway, we're not going to do that because we don't have time. But we actually could, because apparently it's false advertisement and I find it really annoying, okay? And it annoys me that if I've forgotten that flipping card or whatever, that I've got to pay more money. Like, why? Everything, like, it should all be the same price. I don't get it. It blows my mind and it really pisses me off. Does anyone else know what I mean? Like, can we go back in time, please? Because I think we went a little bit wrong somewhere along the way. Like, we just went a little bit wrong.
Literally just went to Asda and to get me and Joe some salad stuff, and it cost me 48 fucking quid for 2 people to eat a meal. What the fuck is all that about?
Price increases are becoming beyond a joke. These used to be £1.69. They're now £2.15. All they've done is change the packaging, and now it's £2.15 for some pissing dog treats. That's at Aldi as well. What is the world coming to? £2.15 for some little dog treats.
Does someone want to tell me what's happened to Fox Classics? That has got smaller, but the price has got higher. Buying this pack of biscuits is literally a luxury for us poor people. Now we've got a fucking ration or selection of biscuits. This is not Christmas. I'll be surprised if it lasts 5 seconds in this house.
Have I just been fleeced? I got 2 chicken goujons. 2 chicken goujons. £2. Pound each. You're fucking for real. £1 fucking each. For 2 goujons. £2. Fucking broke my heart paying that.
Guys, I know I'm not the only one, and I don't even care if I'm coming on here to have a rant. I really don't. What the hell are we supposed to do? Like, all the people, like single mums specifically, the ones where the dads are not involved, the ones where even if they are involved, they won't help you or make things easy in any way possible. They'll be there when it's convenient for them. And you can't work. I cannot work. I do not have anybody. Well, I can't work remotely anyway. I have been trying to get a work from home job in so fucking long, and I cannot, there's nothing there for me. No one will give me a job. I have a 3-year-old. Don't get me wrong, she starts school in September, which is absolutely fine. But what is everybody doing? Because as it stands, all I ever hear, TikTok's the answer, TikTok's the answer. How? I've been stuck on 1,600 followers for the past God knows how long. I cannot get past it. I engage, I do everything. Yes, I have made money on TikTok through the affiliate program, but Jesus, it is nowhere even close to a full monthly wage. I have so many views on all my products, but then the views on my videos, they'll go up and they'll go straight back down. Like, I am stuck. I'm sick to death of having no money. I don't have any money for myself. My daughter is happy, healthy, fed, clothed, everything. So I'm fine. We've got a roof over our head. But oh my God, all I want to do right now is go to the shop and buy myself some chocolate. And I can't even do it. I can't, because I don't have £2 spare. What the fuck is going on? This country is a shambles. I am sick to death, and I mean sick to fucking death of this. Like, I really am. £2. I don't even have a spare £2. I'm trying to stretch my money as far and wide as I possibly can, and I'm struggling even with that. Cost of living crisis is a fucking understatement. It's a country crisis. It needs sorting out. If anyone has any ideas, please put them forward, because I am sick of being on my arse. Peace.
Anyone else just think there's just no light at the end of this financial shit show situation of this country? I am absolutely up to here with bills, food, just flipping surviving. I'm sick of just surviving. I'm here to live. I want to live. I don't want to survive. I've brought 3 children into this world to live a life, and they're not being able to do that, and I'm absolutely sick to death of it. Like, there is no reason why in 2025, a married couple, both working and working hard at that, earning a decent wage, should be struggling like this. It shouldn't be happening at all. And this government have just screwed everybody over, and in every which way possible. So my husband works in a prison. I'm a hairdresser, I'm self-employed. When all that was happening through COVID was a shit show with that government, because from being 15 up until that point, what would I have been, like 30? I'd worked, so I'd put into the system. I started off with a paper round, cleaning. I worked in a sandwich factory while I was at college. I've always worked from being 15. And then 2 months before we went into lockdown, I went self-employed. And because I hadn't had 2 years worth of books, I wasn't entitled to any grants. So, plus I'd got a newborn baby. So, literally had nothing but Ryan's wage, which wasn't enough to pay for everything. Ended up going on universal credit, which is another thing that absolutely stresses the hell out of me. So when you go on universal credit, you send them your P60s, pay slips, whatever, and they work out for you what you're entitled to. So I think we had something like 1 month £500 off him, 1 month it was nothing. And it was like that all the time, like really up and down. Not what we needed, it didn't help a lot, but it was better than nothing. Skip like a year or two later, we get a letter through saying Just write him, during the term of this month to this month in whatever year, we overpaid you £1,200. Did you? Because I didn't ask you for that money. I sent you my information. You said I were entitled to that. So the systems just were shot from the get-go from that. So I couldn't get any help, even though I'd worked from being 15 to 30. You then helped me by giving me some universal credit, but then the year later, everything that I had universal credit-wise, I had to pay back. Which you're having it back at £10 a month. I'm still paying it now because I just think, no, that's on you, not me. I didn't say I want £500 a month off you. I gave you my information. You told me what I was entitled to. So that's that. Cost of living is just an absolute joke. Gas and electric, food, mortgage prices going up, just everything, car insurance, everything is going up, you know. And the job that I'm in, I see and speak to people every day, and everyone's struggling the same. So then I don't want to put my prices up too much because the people that are coming in are feeling exactly the same as me. But then I worked out last week, there was one morning where by the time I'd done however many hours and worked out what I'd got left after I paid my rent, it worked out that I was paying myself £7 an hour. £7 an hour. It's not even, that's half of minimum wage. And my husband works in a prison, and you're telling me that a train driver should get £55,000 a year. Thanks for that, government. But my husband, who works in a prison that's keeping all them frigging dickheads locked up and served 3 meals a day, he gets 36. Like, what? And it's same for police, it's same for fire, it's same for, do you know, all them sort of sectors, social work. Like, I don't get where the government's mind's at. I just don't understand it. And then you watch these videos of them sat in Parliament having these debates, laughing. I think it's not frigging funny. Like, we can't afford to go on a day out. Can't afford to take my kids out to Gulliver's Kingdom for a day because it's £150. Can't afford a week's holiday. I'm not going to have a week off this year because I'm self-employed, and I'm not going to have a week off to sit at home when I could be working. So then I'm going to make myself absolutely knackered because I'm not having any time off. And then I'm not going to be as present for my children because I feel like I've just got to go to work. I just can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. I really can't see the light. And then they're screwing us over even with the schools because Ryan, my husband, he's been given his holidays for this year. And the holidays he's been given are all out of the school holidays, 2 weeks before summer holidays been given and 2 weeks before October half-term holiday. So we couldn't go on holiday anyway because if I do go on holiday, I've got to take my kids out of school, which I'm going to get a fine for. So you're just screwed every which way. Every which way, people are getting screwed over, and I just can't. Literally, I just don't know what to do. Don't know what to do. Don't know how to make it better. You know, my husband is on about wanting to do his HGV licence. But if you're on benefits or you're in prison, you can get things like that. Like, you can do courses for railway and you can get your HGV licence for free, paid for, whatever. But if you're already working, you don't get nothing. The working person, average working person like me and my husband, get nothing. There's no benefit to it whatsoever. I even said the other day, I feel like I'm at that point where I could say, do you know what, Ryan? Let's just split up. Let's split up. You know, I'll get a council house, move somewhere with kids. I'll claim benefits, single parent of 3 children, and I'll go on holiday for a week, because I'd be better off doing that. We'd be better off. But then it just mean we'd be apart, but we'd both be financially better off. We're better off financially being apart than we are being together. How screwed is that? So, that's my rant over. I've actually got a few rants today, but if you've made it to this far, you've done really well. If you have made it to this far, send me a love art, because I'm really feeling it. I'm feeling really stressed out. I'm feeling really deflated. I'm feeling, like I said, there's no light at the end of the tunnel. But I know I'm not the only person, but it's just crap. It's just crap. So anyway, I hope everyone enjoys the day. I'm going to try and de-stress, try and pick myself back up a bit. Life goes on. Life goes on.
Currently hiding from my kids while Miss Rachel parents them for me. Quick question, how are we affording Christmas this year? Because I said I was going to do £100 spend limit for Pippa, and I've bought her 3 things. A Barbie car, a Malik mice, and a Tangle doll. That was £100. I feel so bad just giving her 3 things on Christmas Day. And people just say I'll bulk it out with other things, but I don't just want to buy her random crap that she ain't going to use. What's everyone doing this year? Do I charity shop some bits? I mean, I don't see any shame in doing that. Like, I think I might have to. I just feel so sorry for people that haven't got the money. And to be honest, I haven't got the money to be spending hundreds and hundreds. It's just ridiculous now how expensive everything is. Maybe I'll wait for November, Black Friday. Anyone got any suggestions? I feel so bad that I've already reached my limit on 3 items for her.
Can someone tell me why I've just spent nearly 30 quid in Co-op on literally a bag full of shopping? Literally, from Co-op, a bag of food for maybe one night's tea has just cost me £29. Actually, hold on, I'll show you. £29.60. And let me show you what I did have. Microwave meal, spaghetti bolognese, some jacket potatoes, which cost £4. Admittedly, my own fault, because I'm not in the mood and I can't be bothered to peel my own potatoes. Coleslaw, some breaded cod, some sweeties for the kids, the sweetie for the other child, some face wipes, not even branded, Vaseline, 2 tins of tuna, 2 pots of dog food, and a bag of french fries, which were £3.55. Like, hello, what the hell? So all of that there has just cost me £29.60. Like, what is going on with the world right now? Like, that is a joke. Like, an absolute joke. Everything's going up. It's so annoying. Like, what is this world coming to? Like, I know. I probably should have gone to Lidl or Aldi, but worked till 5:30, then I had to go fetch the kids and couldn't be bothered to do a shop at a cheaper shop. But literally Co-op is just around the corner from where I live. It's a joke. That is an absolute piss take. What does everybody else think? I know obviously people do videos on here saying the cost of living's a joke, but you literally go to work every single day, slave away to get paid, to pay for all your bills, to go get your fucking food from the shop and to be ripped off. Like, I'm ready for a holiday. Happy Monday again.
As if I wasn't already depressed as fuck. As you can tell, I'm sat in my bed at 2:15 on a Thursday. That's where my life is at right now. To make matters worse, I have just been doom scrolling on TikTok and just come across these videos of like people going around interviewing people in various parts of London and asking them their age and how much money they have in savings. I'm 33 and I have £0. I live in an overdraft every month. I haven't paid my rent. I owe the council tax, owe the water bill. I am beyond struggling financially. Like, at this point I have to laugh, but I've just been seeing the fact that some people who are like not even 30 and they have like 25 to 30 grand in savings, and I'm just, how like it must be generational wealth. People must have been, it must be money that's been passed down, or someone who had a house, has, passed away, and they've got this money that's come from that. It's unbelievable. I don't know how people are surviving in the UK. I've recently just applied for a discretionary housing payment to help me get back on track, and I've had to provide my whole life, my bills, my statements, just to get a little bit of help, and I probably won't get it. I got rejected the first time, and I think this is kind of partly the reason as to why I've had this like mental collapse, is that living in London, renting in London it's too much. There's a cost of living crisis, food is so expensive, and I don't even really do anything. Like I don't go out, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I'm not massively sociable. I get my nails done once every 2 or 3 weeks, and that is really, and I buy gym clothes because I try and go to the gym as much as I can. Other than that, I don't do anything. And the fact that I'm struggling so much, meanwhile there's people who are 19 and they've got 25 grand in savings, it just blows my mind. Like, yeah.
Minimum wage does not work, and don't let dickheads like Nigel Farage tell you otherwise, because here is why. The minimum wage, if you are 21 and over, is £12.21. The average person works 37.5 hours a week. That is annually £23,809.76. So then we look at the average rent. That is £1,343 a month. A year, that is £16,116. Utilities, so that is just your gas, water and electricity. That's an average of £194 a month. That's £2,323 a year. Then you have your food, and this is all of your food that you are going to eat in a month, a week, a year. That includes if you're going to go for birthdays, little meals out, or if you're eating at home. That includes everything, and this is on average. So I understand that not everyone's going to do this, but this is what the average person does. Food is £466 a month, and that is £5,594 a year. Council tax on average is £95 a month, that's £1,170 a year. Broadband, an average of £26 a month, that's £312 a year. A phone, so that's your mobile phone contract, whether that's a SIM or a phone, £23 a month, £276 a year. Transport, £350 a month, £4,200 a year. TV licence, £14 a month, £169.50 a year. Personal care, that's your hygiene, dentist, medicine, stuff like that. That is £50 a month, £600 a year. Household and cleaning items, that's £40 a month and £480 a year. So that does not include subscriptions or home insurance, clothes, anything like that. In the UK, the average person spends £2,603.38. That is £31,240 £7,432.50 a year. That is a deficit of nearly £10,000, £7,430.74 that people do not have if they are on minimum wage. Minimum wage doesn't fucking work. Minimum wage as it is doesn't work, and that's because the minimum is so low when everything costs so much. So when you have knobheads like Nigel Farage saying that they need to reduce the minimum wage, and that he was specifically talking about young people, but it doesn't matter, they still have the same bills. There are lots of people that leave home at age 18 and they still have the same bills. Don't let millionaires or billionaires tell you why you shouldn't be earning more money when you can barely survive as it is.
I should have been a dentist. I should have been a dentist. Today I paid £85 to be told that I need to spend £1,679.98 to get my teeth sorted. And these are my teeth. I think I have a beautiful smile. Bro, I'm having a fucking headache. And the thing that pisses me off is that I paid £39 for the consultation before we went. I got there, the guy bim boom bash. She said, oh, you're gonna do this, let's do an x-ray. Do the x-ray, come down. He's like, okay, do you want the toothpaste? Like, you know, like the fluoride toothpaste, a really good one, or like with prescription. I said, okay, fine, don't worry. You know what, I'll get it, because if it helps, innit? And that's like £9 each or £9.99. So no biggie, that one is cool, innit? But the girl tells me now I have to pay £45. I'm like, for what, B? For what? She's like, oh, for the x-rays. I said, sorry, but I've already paid for the consultation. She's like, oh, but you did the x-rays. I was like, so no one told me that. And what do you mean? So I'm going to do a consultation with no x-rays. So what are we going to do? We're going to chat? Me and the dentist are just going to chat? Is the x-ray not supposed to be included in the consultation? She's like, no, it's an extra cost, but you did not say that. Now you put me on the spot that I have to pay another £45 for an x-ray that I didn't even know that was extra cost. I thought it was like part of the thing of looking inside my mouth, because why are you not gonna look inside my mouth and tell me what's going on? Only for me to not go downstairs, and this thing is £1,679.98. Guys, y'all need to tell me where to go, what country to go. Is it Albania? Is it Romania? Is it I don't want to go to Turkey. I don't want to go to Turkey. I don't care for that. Somewhere local in Europe, £30 Ryanair flight, go there, do the thing, pay their thing. Because this, oh my God, this is stressing me. Like, being healthy, staying healthy, being clean and everything is expensive. But bro. And the thing is that I gotta do this now, because if I don't do it now, it gets worse. Then when it gets worse, it's even more expensive. But I don't want to do it in this UK. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not gonna do it here. I need to research where to go. So y'all guys, y'all should tell me where to go. Tell me where to go. Where do I go to get dental care at an affordable and reasonable price? Because how much do I actually make in a month for my bill to be £1,679? Oh, I beg you. Oh gosh. Oh God. I think I'm gonna have to open a GoFundMe. I'm not gonna lie. If you guys like my smile and you want to contribute to me, keep smiling, please, because I don't know. I really do not know.
Let's be completely honest with ourselves. The cost of living crisis hasn't loosened its grip. It has evolved into a slow, grinding pressure that wears people down mentally, physically, and financially. Across the UK, organisations are reporting the same thing. More people are desperate for help, and fewer people have anything left to give. Food banks are hitting record demand, often emptying shelves within hours. Energy bills still sit far above pre-crisis levels. Rents have jumped by double-digit percentages, with young people and families pushed out of communities they've lived in for years. Transport, childcare, groceries, fuel. Every essential has become a monthly gamble. And what do we hear from the top? Things are getting better. Inflation is down. The worst is behind us. But the reality outside Westminster windows tells a different story. Because when wages stay still while everything else skyrockets, when people are forced to choose between heating and eating, when even stable, full-time workers can't afford a normal life, that's not a dip in the economy. That is a national breaking point. The hardest part? People blame themselves. They think they're failing, when the truth is, the system is designed to keep them exhausted and under pressure. Parents skipping meals so their kids can eat. Workers taking second jobs just to cover the basics. Families cutting everything they can and still falling short. This crisis hasn't just drained people's wallets. It has drained their peace, their security, their sense of stability. And yet, those who created this mess continue to claim that the country is recovering, while millions of ordinary people face the reality they refuse to acknowledge. Britain isn't just struggling. Britain is suffering. And the longer the people in power ignore it, the deeper the cracks will grow. But here's the truth they don't want to hear. People are fed up. People are speaking out. People are refusing to let their struggles be brushed aside. This is the real state of our country. This is Broken Britain. If you felt this pressure, if this hit home, hit that subscribe button. Because here on Brit Rants, we speak the truth they want you to ignore.